everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to another Watch With Nordic live stream. Today we got a special one. We got the Edmonton Oilers and the Los Angeles Kings game numero 3. And this is a big one, I would say, for both sides, if we're being completely honest. I think that for both teams, this game is very pivotal. Obviously, we streamed game 2 last Wednesday, and the Kings took a 2-0 series lead. And this is a huge and very pivotal game for the Edmonton Oilers. If they lose tonight, they have proven that anything is possible, but I'm really not liking their odds. However, if they win, this is a whole new series. But it turns out, like as of right now, in my opinion, I do believe LA is in the driver's seat of this series. I think it's going to take a lot for things to sway the Oilers' way. They're going to have to win both of these games at home. All the Kings need to do is win one. They need to win one game on the road here in Edmonton, and they take a 3-0 or a 3-1 series lead. And I think that is very pivotal. If you win at least one of these games here in Edmonton, you go back to LA up 3-1. And I think that is huge, honestly. Or you could sweep. Who knows? But welcome, everybody, to the chat. Hopefully everyone is having a great day so far. 6.5 minutes until the start of this game tonight. I do want to say we have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 live streams tomorrow. We are streaming every game of the playoffs. This channel right here is your place to watch the NHL playoffs tomorrow. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm very excited. Just give me a second here. I need to put up my 2 lineup cards. To be honest with you, at least in this game, there is nothing too crazy about the overall lineup and its changes. We are going to see Calvin Pickard in net for the Oilers. That is the number one thing that is changing from, last game to this game. And I think that seeing how Skinner looked and seeing how, the defense looked, it's definitely going to be an adjustment here. And again, I'm going to be saying it a lot throughout the broadcast, and especially if the Oilers go down early and they lose this game. This is, if I can find my scissors, wherever the heck they went, this is, the most pivotal game for the Oilers, and I cannot express it enough. This is a must-win game for them. If they lose this one, it's not over, but it might as well be. Here they are. All right, perfect. Got these pulled up. So I'll put up the schedule for tomorrow here in a second. I have been working on the prototypes and the schedule for next week. I know for sure we are doing 1 on Wednesday. I'm hoping to do 2 or 3 on Tuesday. Wednesday will be the off day this coming week, unless if there's a really pivotal game and I can call off of work somehow. Thursday we'll do 2. Friday we'll do 1. Saturday I may not do as much as I did the previous days. I know those days are game 7s, I'm pretty sure. So maybe, but at least as of right now, I'm not planning on doing anything crazy there, unless if there's a really pivotal series. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow, kind of more than anything, to be honest with you. Just looking at how, Toronto has turned the tide in that series against Ottawa, it's going to be an insane game 4. I think that game 4 is going to be something that we're really going to need to watch out for here, and I am very, very intrigued to see what's going to happen there. Let me pull up the schedule. I'm trying to find it here. Here it is. I apologize, folks. I may be acting a little bit tired in this one. It's been a long week. Gonna get some sleep tonight. And then tomorrow we'll prepare, because I'll be streaming from probably 1 p.m. to around 1 a.m., if we're being honest. So tomorrow should be a lot of fun. All right, perfect. That's set up. Let me actually make that That should be good. Perfect. All right, perfect. We're ready to go. Thank you all you guys for tuning in so far. I really do appreciate it. Again, if you are new, welcome to the broadcast. We do these streams as much as we can, honestly. We usually typically do them once or twice a week. But, oh my God, Dono right off the bat. The little brown dude. Go Oilers. We came back from bigger deficits. Support the channel. Thank you, the little brown dude. I appreciate that, buddy, for the $7 donation. Thank you so much. Everybody shout out little brown dude. Love starting off the stream with that. That's a good start. Definitely shoots momentum up in the right direction. We're almost at the donation goal that I had for the season. I guess I'll need to make a new one. This is the one that I've been keeping track of. Ooh, we got breaking news. We got breaking news. Let me try and find it here real quick. Apparently somebody got suspended. Let me go look. I think the all right, Brandon Hagel suspended for 1 game for the interference call on Alexander Barkov. Ooh, we'll have to go into that in the intermission. All right, let's get ready here for Game 3. Predictions for tonight. I think the Oilers will win tonight. I honestly I think they need to win tonight too. It's not a matter of if, it's really when, to be honest with you. So, let's hope for the best. Let me pull up the scores, because I know one game just concluded and the other game is almost underway, or the other game is almost finished. So, let's go through them here. Montreal with a big win today over Washington. That kind of changes the tide there a little bit in this series. So I'm looking forward to that. And then the Devils are up 2-0 on the Canes, so it looks like we will get a Game 5 of that. But here we go, live from Edmonton. Game 3 of the heavily anticipated series between the Oilers and the Kings. Showing off Connor McDavid, 4 points in 2 games in this series. It is deep insane, I know. Showing off Adrian Kempe, Andrei Kuzmenko, and Anze Kopitar, who were unbelievable in that first 2 games. Let's see if they can keep that up tonight, or will the Oilers limit them? Starting goaltender preview, Calvin Pickard in net for the Oilers, and Darcy Kemper starting his 3rd game in a row for the Kings. A must-win game for the Edmonton Oilers. Can they do it? Let's find out. Puck is dropped. Anderson shoots that one into the zone. Down low now, Kulak will throw it up in front. Picked up then by Brown, who sends it up through the zone for Nurse, who will dump it down low. Playing it here now on the right side, down low. Brown throws it behind the net, then to Kane. Kane back to Brown. Brown to Kane. He shoots it, and it goes wide. Picked up at the point then. Kulak a shot. It goes wide. Then behind the net. Janmark will feed that one up. Nurse a shot. Deflected down low and back behind the net. Now Kane picking it up. Up to the point again. Kulak can't keep it in the zone. He'll have to come out and break the puck back in. Oilers get a line change. What's up, Von Hook? I noticed so far there has been some changes from Wednesday's game. It looks like they have Kulak with Nurse out there, so they have changed the defensive pairings there in Edmonton. Here are the Kings down low in the zone. Fiala throws it in front. It's picked up then by Byfield. He shoots it and deflected by Laferriere and wide. Laferriere throws it in front to Byfield. He can't get that to him. Oilers will shoot that puck out of the zone. I did see what Tom Wilson did. We will get into that in a little bit. I definitely want to discuss it. Through the zone now. Here's Arvidsson. Down center ice. Arvidsson to Draisaitl. Intercepted then by the Kings. They'll race it the other way. Kuzmenko with the puck. Throws it to center ice. Picked up by Doughty. Doughty into the zone, and we get a whistle. Kings here with the puck. Sorry, not a whistle. I meant we get a line change. Down low, Bouchard throws that one around behind the net. It's kept in the zone by LA. Down low now, passing that puck is Anderson to the right side. Tying him up down low then is Kopitar. And picked up now by Edmonton. Draisaitl throws it back. Nurse fires in, and it goes above the net and out of play. Shots are one apiece here so far. Goaltender preview, Calvin Pickard in net. Has had 4 postseason games in his career, as opposed to Darcy Kemper on the other side, who has had 28. $17:57 left here in this first period. Devils are up 2-0 on the Canes. I'm doing good, Andrew. Face-off coming now in the LA zone. Fogle here versus Janmark. Won by the Oilers. On the right side now, Perry throws it down low. Edmonton slides it up to the point. Emberson shoots that one behind the net. Perry looks for options. Feeds that one up to the point. A slap shot. And blocked in front. Rebound! And a save by Kemper on Trent Frederick, who was a deadline acquisition. And the Oilers seem to be kind of up and running here pretty early. I don't know. Again, I think if you're Edmonton, you really gotta come off here hot. If they start off a little bit slow, I'm a little bit worried, but I think they should be okay, knock on wood. Ooh, Kane scored. It's Jarvis. They're down 2-1. Okay, we'll have to follow that. Because again, if chances are there might not be a Game 5 in the Battle of Ontario, so we'll have to see. Face off now in the LA zone. It's Kempe here versus McDavid. It's won by the Oilers at the point. Bouchard sends it down low. McDavid here trying to take it behind the net. Gets tied up. Moves it up in front. Feeds it up to the point. It's kicked away then by the Kings. Good defensive zone plays there by, I think that was Gavrikov, to beat McDavid off that puck. Here's Bouchard on the right side. He dumps it into the Kings zone. And picked up now down low. McDavid behind the net. Loses his grip in front. Nugent-Hopkins! He scores! Ryan Nugent-Hopkins! And the Oilers are off and running. It's 1-0 here in Edmonton. A pass in front from, I think that was Hyman. And Ryan Nugent-Hopkins gets the Oilers on the board. So McDavid now down low in the corner. He was heavily tied up by Kempe. And the puck comes right back into the zone. McDavid down low, tied up then by Gavrikov. It's sent in front by Hyman, and Nuge tucks that one right in past Darcy Kemper. That's a must need of a goal there by the Oilers. Absolutely huge. And they have a 1-0 lead here early in Edmonton. Face-off now at center ice is won by the Kings. Anderson will send that one through the neutral zone. Fogle. Back up then. It's cleared down low by Trevor Moore. And we get a whistle here for offsides, I'm pretty sure. Shots are 3-1 Oilers. They have the goal here early to make this a 1-zip lead. And these Oilers fans are chanting Kemper. Oh, you love that action, don't you? Okay. It's going to be one of those nights, ain't it? Good stuff. Kings with the puck in their own zone. Fogle dumps it in. On the right side, Kane will slit a pass up to Henrique. He didn't know he had it. A pass back then for Drew Doughty. Doughty on the right side, sends it through the neutral zone, down the other way, and it'll be an icing against LA with 16:35 left in the first period. Nugent-Hopkins with the goal. It's 1-0. They are giving more credit to that top line. Why am I always behind? I think a lot of it I may not be that far behind, but a lot of it is the stream. The stream I've come to find out. I've come to find out that the stream is like a minute and a half behind everybody else. So I do want to say that, and there is a possibility that I'm a little bit behind on here as well. So I do try and say that sometimes. Like, I know there's people who like put on my commentary while they watch the game, but again, like, it's not entirely my fault. Wallman shoots it wide. Rebound goes up in front. Picked up here then by the Kings. Intercepted a shot and a save by Kemper on Arvidsson. A quick feed there. Almost got that one past him. So yeah, like literally what I just said, you guys are probably just now hearing it, but I said it like a minute ago. Face-off coming here now inside of the Kings zone. Podkolzin. Facing off here against Kopitar. And he wins the draw. Drop back then through the zone on the right side. A shot saved by Kemper. Rebound in front is loose and cleared by the Kings. Edmonton will regroup in their own zone. Draisaitl to Podkolzin. Podkolzin into the zone. Winds it back. Klingberg will throw that one down low to the point. A shot and a glove save by Kemper. Any plans for the weekend? Yeah, live streams. Literally the entire weekend. So we are busy this weekend. There will be 4 tomorrow. Sunday will be the off day. We'll be recording MVP. That'll be like a 3-hour-long podcast. Face-off won by the Oilers. A shot goes up above the net. Down low now. Kings pick it up. Here's Byfield. Moving it through center ice. Byfield through the zone and all alone. Past Nurse. Gets tied up down low. Will throw it to the left side. It's poke checked up ahead and then by Edmonton. Perry slides it past to Nurse. Nurse feeds it through the zone. It's directed and cleared into the LA end. Edmonton will fire it around now behind the net. It'll go through and back into the Oilers' end. Dumped into the Kings zone now. Down low is Anderson. 15:21 here left in this first period. It's 6-2 in the shots in favor of Edmonton. They've come off here running so far. Into the zone. Denault drops it back to Fogle. Fogle waits. Throws it up to the point. Doughty, a slap shot! And it goes wide. I think Picker got a piece of that as well. Anderson shoots that one behind the net now as well. Down low trying to get it there is Moore. Moore tied up by Emberson. Tries to throw it in front. It's picked up then by Edmonton. McDavid up through the zone. Dumped in then by Hyman. Down low now. They'll battle for it here. Hyman tries throwing it in front to McDavid, but it's stolen back by LA and cleared. And we got some pushing and shoving with some hits there as well. You know how these teams roll. Draisaitl through center ice. Will circle it back around. He doesn't like his odds getting into the zone. He'll wait. Clears it down low. They got him and McDavid separated here tonight, so that's an interesting factor you got to look at. Here's Kuzmenko. Drops it back. Kopitar can't see it. Puck's in the air. Gavrikov fighting for it then. Stolen back then by Edmonton. Bouchard feeds a pass up. Arvidsson dekes through into the zone. Shoots it. Saved by Kemper. Rebound in front. And that would have been a highlight reel goal if that got through. Here's Kempe. Through the zone. Drops it back to Kopitar. Kopitar will send it around behind the net. And wait for his teammates to pressure. Down low. Brant Clark joining the rush. Had his first career playoff goal the other night. Down low is Emberson. Pass through the zone. Cleared in by the Oilers. Kane racing for it. Battling down low with Kulak, a shot in front, goes up in the air and out of play. And we'll go to commercial break. 1-0 Oilers off of a Ryan Nugent-Hopkins goal. Some good stuff here tonight already. Thank you all for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Watch With Nordic Records. This is our 6th time streaming the Oilers this year. We are 2-2-1. And this is our 3rd time streaming LA this year. They are 2-1. So, interesting records there to keep in mind. Again, the records don't really mean a ton, but still is something that it's cool to look at. Because there's some teams that I'm just like atrocious when I stream them, but there are some teams that like I'm undefeated when I live stream them. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens now. But yeah, I like how the Oilers are playing so far. I think there's definitely some more urgency there from them. They look a little bit more sound defensively than they did earlier in the playoffs. So I like how the Oilers look so far, and I think that bodes well. All right. My lip is still like chapped up here. It's not that bad now, but it was pretty brutal earlier in the week. That's why like commentating with it was a freaking struggle. That was hard. Ooh, Jackie Redmond in the arena. Showing off Calvin Pickard. He's played 38 games in the last 5 years from 2019 to 2024. This season, he played the same amount of games that he's played in the last 5 years of his NHL career. He's really rejuvenated himself as a backup here for the Oilers and has been serviceable at points. Again, he's not perfect, but he's still pretty solid, I would argue. Face-off coming now inside of the Kings zone. Oilers with some very early pressure here so far. It's 1-0. Henrique versus Byfield. They'll throw Henrique out of the circle. And now it's Brown versus Byfield. Let me update the shots, and it's won by the Oilers. Down low, intercepted then by Doughty, who clears it out of the zone. Here comes LA through the zone. It's LaFerriere, moves it to the center, shoots it, and it goes wide of the net. Down low now, it's Kulak with the puck, trying to move it around. Klingberg throws it up to the front, and intercepted then by LA. Fiala holds it, sends it down low. LaFerriere behind the net. On the right side, back up to the point. Fiala shot blocked. Oilers get it back. Here they come the other way. Intercepted again by the Kings. LaFerriere into the zone. And we'll just clear it down low and regroup. I almost said Lafreniere. That's a wrong Alex. Or I guess Alexi Lafreniere is. I guess Lafreniere is Alexi. Cleared into the Kings zone. Doughty now with the puck on the right side. Sends it through the neutral zone. It's picked up then by Denault. Over to Fogle, who dumps it into the zone. Stolen back then by the Oilers, who clear it all the way down the other way. Behind the net, Kemper shoots that one around on the right side. Kings try and pick it up. Stolen back then by Kulak and cleared down the other way. Offside here against the Oilers. They're not giving LA a lot of room, that's for sure. Definitely think there's a couple of plays and a couple of things they can work on. But even still, as of right now, they're looking good. They're looking solid. Definitely way better than they did last night. Ooh, we got a breaking news update. The Hurricanes have tied it with the Oilers. Okay. Well then. Or Hurricanes have tied it with the Devils. So, looks like that might go to overtime in New Jersey. We'll have to see. 12:10 left here in the first period. Face-off coming outside of the Edmonton zone. Oilers here with the 1-0 lead. It'll be Nugent-Hopkins versus Byfield. Face-off, and it's won by the Oilers. McDavid sends it down low. Bouchard Over to Nurse. Back to Bouchard. Through the zone now. It's cleared in. Nugent Hopkins down low. Intercepted by Anderson. Picked up then by McDavid. McDavid shoots it. And stopped by Kemper. Byfield. Through the zone now. It's chipped in by LA. LaFerriere will wait back and wait for his teammates to go get it. Picked up now by the Oilers. Nurse sends a pass through the zone. Bouchard takes it in. Intercepted at the blue line. And cleared into the zone by the Kings. They'll get a line change. Here comes Connor McDavid. Through center ice down the right side. Tips the puck into the zone. Gets held off there and a whistle. And a penalty. And it's against the Kings. I think it was drawn by McDavid on Kuzmenko for holding. And what a play there by Connor McDavid to break the puck into the zone, force a penalty, and now the Oilers will get a power play. I'm pretty sure. 95% sure. Yeah, there you go. Kuzmenko to the box for interference. Oilers will go to the power play. They are 0-5 this year in the power play against the Kings. LA has been very good at killing off these penalties. As opposed for LA on the power play, they are 50% success rate. Face-off, won by Edmonton at the point. Bouchard, slap shot. He scores! Evan Bouchard, a wrister from the point, or a slap shot from the point. And it's 2-0 Oilers. And Kemper did not look happy about that one. A Bouch bomb. All right, let's take a look at it. I think Kemper was not happy with the way he was interfered with in some way. Let's take a look at this again. At the point. Probably not. No, that won't get called back, I don't think. Oh, and then Draisaitl just like knocks down Kopitar too. Oh. I don't know. We'll see. That might get called back. Are they going to look at it? All right, no, they won't. They won't try and pull it back. Never mind, folks. It's 2-0 Oilers with 11:17 left here in this first period. Bouchard playing it down the right side. Dump back down low. Intercepted by the Kings. Here they come the other way. Kuzmenko to Kopitar. Intercepted by Edmonton. Hyman with speed into the zone. Takes it wide now. He's got Anderson on him. Sends it behind the net to McDavid. To the point. Bouchard, a shot tipped in front and goes down low. Thrown in front then by Hyman. They jab at it. And Kemper gets the glove on it. And the Oilers just, they are coming out running here. They know what's on the line. They know this is a must-win game. And it looks like they're going to be able to, looks like they're getting it done here so far. I'm not going to jump to conclusions just yet. I'm not doing that. I shall not do that. And the Kings were talking to the refs, complaining. I mean, it isn't a pretty play, but I guess you kind of just have to live with it. Face-off won by the Oilers on the right side. Pass in front is directed and picked up then by LA. Here they come the other way. Fogle against his former team. Down low into the zone. It's kicked around then. Thrown in front and blocked by Edmonton. Battling on the right side. Connor Brown trying to pick it up here now. Fiala trying to poke it up through the zone. It's stolen back then by Edmonton. Kulak. Over. To Hyman. Hyman shoots it on net. It's blocked. Clark sends it back behind the net then. Picked up again by the Kings. Here they come. Fiala with some space. Into the zone. Shoots it in and around. Hellenius on the right side now. Down there as well as Jacob Maverer, who slots into the lineup here tonight. Down low, they'll battle for it. Picked up again by LA. Third line, 3-on-2. Into the zone. A shot from Mallet. And stop there. Rebound in front. And it can't get through there for Moliver. Battling here on the right side. Picked up then by the Oilers behind their own net. They'll regroup. It's Wallman. Wallman passed over then for Frederick, who dumps it down low. Anderson tries throwing it up to the point. Picked up then by LA. Here they come the other way. LaFerriere to Byfield. Up to the point. Anderson keeps it in. Gets hit off the puck. Edmonton will dump it down the other way. The Kings are trying to get something going here, but they can't seem to get a whole lot of opportunities. I think they're just coming in and looking for the right shot when you need to just kind of shoot it. Oilers regroup in their own zone. Draisaitl into the zone. Throws it in front. Stopped by Kemper. Passed up to the point. Emberson shoots it. And that one also goes wide. LaFerriere will clear that one out, and Edmonton will quickly regroup. Draisaitl moves through the zone. A pass up then. It's intercepted. And LA waits for options. Kempe through the zone. Moves it through. Up to Kopitar. Kopitar fires, and a save by Pickard. Catch me if I say Skinner one more time. I feel like I've said Skinner 8 times. Draisaitl then back over to Kulak. Kulak on the right side. Passed up through the neutral zone. Intercepted. Coming in now is Wallman joining the rush. To Hyman. Hyman takes it now down low. He gets tied up by Doughty and a whistle as the net got moved. And shots are 10-6 in favor of the Oilers. The Kings are starting to get something going here, but the Oilers got there first. Evan Bouchard, 2-0. Thank you all for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. If you are new, please do consider subscribing. But if not, join the whole broadcast and just see if you like it. I'm pretty tired. Tomorrow's gonna be fun though. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a grind, especially into that third or fourth game. But I'm gonna get to the end of it. I'm gonna be like, man, that was worth it. So I know I kind of said it at the beginning. I'm not sure what the schedule is. I know for sure. I need to see how the rest of the series go because a lot of them are going to a sweep or 5 games. So I need to see what's going on here for sure. But I know as of right now, it is a definite. We are streaming Avalanche versus Stars on Monday. No, it is not intermission yet. It is. We still have 8 minutes left in the first. It's in commercial break. But I know for sure tomorrow, or not tomorrow. Oh my God. You can tell I'm tired. On Monday, we will be doing Stars versus Avalanche Game 5. So we're doing Stars Avs Game 4 tomorrow, and then we're going to be doing Game 5 as well. So by that point, we might know what the end result is of that series. That could be an elimination game. Or that could be a series lead type of game. It could be either of the two. And I'm very intrigued to see what it's going to be like, but I'm looking forward to it. And it looks like got about 1:16 left in the Devils-Hurricanes game. It's tied at 2. Again, I don't know about the other games. If there is, I won't be doing Battle of Florida on Monday. I can't do that. I have work until 7:30. But I will do Avalanche Stars. Tuesday, they haven't released the dates. And I think a lot of it is just because we don't know if there's going to be a Game 5 of the Battle of Ontario. We don't know if there's going to be a Game 5 of Oilers-Kings, at least yet. So, again, the schedules are just yet to come out here with the times. But once they do come out, I'll be able to post the schedule more. But I know for sure on Monday we're doing Game 5 of Stars Avalanche. That is happening. No doubt about that. All right, face-off coming here now outside of the LA zone. Denault versus Henrique. And it's won by the Kings. Anderson sends a pass up. Here they come. Fogle shoots it just wide of Pickard. Warren Fogle, former Oiler, gets denied on that opportunity. He throws it around now back up to the point. Anderson, slap shot. Blocked in front by an LA King, so some friendly fire there. Doughty fires it behind the net. Picked up by Denault as it passes up through. Intercepted now by Evander Kane. Kane down the right side, trying to take it down into the zone. Intercepted then by Anderson. Back to Doughty on the right side, and LA trying to get it out of their own zone. A lot of back and forth now, it seems like. Oilers will regroup in their own end. Klingberg through the neutral zone. Intercepted. LA picks it right back up. LaFerriere, huge hit there at center ice. And here come the Kings the other way. Fiala shot. Blocked in front then by Wallman. He'll throw it back down low. Byfield now fighting with Klingberg. McDavid in there as well. Throws it around then back up to the point. Edmondson. A pass over. Gavrikov a shot. And it goes wide. Kings are throwing the puck just wide of Pickard here multiple times. But the good news is he hasn't allowed a goal yet in 6 shots, which is something Skinner probably would have done already. Here's Byfield. Tries passing it up through center ice. Intercepted then by the Oilers. They'll take it behind the net now. Bouchard will wait. And let time run down here a little bit. 6.5 minutes to go. Bouchard. Now the other way. Passed into the LA end. Arvidsson. Behind the net then. Over then for Draisaitl. Draisaitl drops it back. Bouchard shoots it. Pass in front. And it's intercepted there by LA. Kempe has got some room into the zone. Throws it back in front. Save. Rebound. What a stop by Pickard. Calvin Pickard off the rebound. What a stop. And we keep on going. Clear down the other way and icing there against the Oilers. But I don't think they care. What a play by the Kings. And never mind, it's not icing. I thought it was icing. Cleared down the other way. They stopped playing. I'm like, oh, I thought it was icing. A shot there from the point goes wide. Down low now, Hellenius trying to make something happen here for LA. Through the zone. Dumped down low. Janmark looking for options. What's up, Rick? Gets tied up by Edmondson. Emberson up to the point. Kulak a shot. Rebound in front. And they almost tucked that one in as the net gets moved. Just a little bit. 5:12 here left in this first period. Shots are 10-8. So LA seems to be waking up here a little bit more towards the end. And we'll go to commercial break here now. It is 2-0 Edmonton. Damn, Rick. All right, I have 3 more waters left, but I've officially gone through a whole case of water in less than a week. Oh, God help me. My kidneys are like, they either hate me or they're very thankful that they're healthy because I've been drinking so much water. But I already just went through one, so I don't know. And I actually have snacks for tomorrow too. So I'll be able to keep myself well fed, I guess, throughout the day tomorrow. Because I'll be going from, again, 1 p.m. to possibly 1 a.m. So it's going to be a long day tomorrow, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I can tell, Rick. Turn this down a little bit so it doesn't go through. I got copyrighted the other time. I'm like gonna lose my mind. Well, happy birthday to your dad, Rick. Okay. Face-off coming here. Inside of Rogers Place. Nice city there in Edmonton. It looks like such a modern building around like an old city. Anybody else think that? Showing off Draisaitl and McDavid versus the Kings in their career in the postseason. McDavid, 41 points. Good Lord. In 21 games. That's insane. A lot of them are assists, too. Face-off won by the Oilers. It's played back then for Emberson, who will regroup. 5 minutes to go here in the first period. It's 2-0 Edmonton. Through the zone now, it's cleared in. Fogle trying to battle for it here on the right side. Behind the net now, Doughty picks it up. Drew Doughty sends a pass up to Fogle. Can't get a clear pass on it then. It's Emberson now in the Oilers zone. Down low now, Moore. Back up then to Denault. To Moore. To the front. Shoots it. And it goes wide. Down low and kicked down the other way. Stolen back then by the Kings. Denault will backhand that one down low. Back then now, Emberson behind the net. He'll wait as both teams get a line change. Devils and Hurricanes are going to overtime, by the way. Here's McDavid. McDavid through the neutral zone. Coming through. What a play. And gets broken up there by Anderson. At the point. Intercepted. Fiala gets it back. 3-on-2. Laferriere to Fiala. Waits. Skates it up. Drops it back. Doughty shoots it. Saved by Pickard. Here comes McDavid. McDavid with plenty of room. Into the zone. Shoots it. And blocked there by Fiala. Playing it now on the right side. Byfield moves it through the zone. Will look for options and sends a pass up then to Denault. Can't get to it there. Bouchard sends it now up for Emberson, who just gives it back to him to regroup. 3:35 left here in the first period. It's 2-0 Oilers. Here they come now down the other way. Nurse will chip it down low. Gavrikov to Edmondson. A pass up then through the zone, and it's intercepted by the Oilers. Draisaitl tries sending it around here the right side. Passes drop back. And picked up then by Wallman. Over to Klingberg, and we get a whistle. For something. And Draisaitl penalty. Oh, wait, no. 2 players are going to the box. Draisaitl and Edmondson just got forced to the box. Something just happened. They won't show it. Interesting. All right, Canes and Devils are going to overtime. That's pretty intriguing. That'll be fun. Showing up the upcoming games. 4 games tomorrow, including a series-deciding game between the Ottawa Senators and the Toronto Maple Leafs. That'll be pretty intriguing. 4-on-4 here. Oilers up 2-0. A little over 3 minutes to go. So the ice will free up here a little bit. Some pushing and shoving between Nurse and Kempe. Face off here now in the outside the Edmonton zone. And they blow the whistle as Kempe and Kopitar keep on going at it. And they'll put Kempe in the zone. They'll put Kempe in the face-off circle. Face-off won by Kempe. Clear down the other way. Doughty will get to it. He's got McDavid behind him. Doughty through his own zone. Drops a pass back. Kopitar. Back then for Anderson, who will hold the puck now. Over to Kopitar. Kopitar to Kempe. Doughty. Over. Kempe. Scores! Adrian Kempe on the 4-on-4. And LA cuts the lead at half. Well, unfortunately, they could not make it 10 shots without allowing a goal. It's unfortunate. But it is what it is. Good play, though, by the Oilers, getting that puck into the zone. Doughty there on the right side. I thought it was Kempe at first. Thank God I noticed it was Doughty. And Kempe fires that one top corner past Calvin Pickard. And the offense keeps on going here for the Kings. Adrian Kempe picks up another goal. That's his 15th career postseason goal. And I think his 5th of the year, or of the postseason. Fourth goal of the postseason. I can't keep track of how many goals everybody has. 2:42 left here in the first period. It's 2-1, so it's not over just yet. Through the zone now, down low, Nugent-Hopkins. Battling now with Gavrikov on the right side. Thrown up to the point. Klingberg waits, fires it. Blocked in front. Arvidsson now gets it. Sends it in front. Nugent-Hopkins looks for options. Back up then. Wallman dekes it through. Throws it back. Klingberg to Arvidsson as the Oilers really control the zone. They come out here to regroup. Halfway through the 4-on-4. Klingberg holds the puck. Moves it through center ice. Klingberg through the zone. Looks for options. Down low. And Arvidsson couldn't get to McDavid. Brown in front, and McDavid can't get to that as it was too far ahead. Anderson to Doughty. Back to Kempe again. Adrian Kempe through the zone. Shoots it. Blocked in front. Kings are now looking to tie this one up. Here's Doughty to Anderson. Anderson waits. Back to Doughty here now. 90 seconds left in the first period. Kings are looking to tie it and possibly take a 3-0 lead in the series. Moore through Nurse and cleared the other way. Kings will get in and regroup. That'll pretty much do it for the 4-on-4. Gavrikov takes it here behind the net. Played back on the right side then. Laferriere. Laferriere through the zone. Dumps it down low. Last minute of play here in the first period. On the right side, Laferriere waits for options. We'll throw it back down low. Thrown up to the point. Doughty a shot. Blocked in front then by the Oilers. Draisaitl tries sending it up center ice. It's kept in though by LA. Foegele shoots it. And off of Pickard's head. And behind the net. 40 seconds left. Oilers get it. Draisaitl sends it through the zone for Kane. Kane through Anderson. He's got some room. Shoots it. Saved by Kemper. Played down low. And we get Kings possession. Foegele to Anderson. Anderson, 3-on-2 the other way. Into the zone now. It's picked away then by Bouchard. Stolen back then Wallman. Feeds it up. Janmark. A shot! And it goes wide. Puck is cleared back into the Edmonton zone. We got a whistle for something. I didn't exactly hear what. And 9 seconds here into the Kings zone. Let's see if Edmonton can get a last-ditch goal. All right. Center ice, not in the Kings zone. They said something about the Kings zone, and I'm like, oh, okay. So 6 seconds left. Shots are 11-10 in favor of the Oilers. And it looks like barring anything crazy here in the last 6 seconds, they'll take a 2-1 lead here to the second period. Doughty with it here now. Will skate around back, and that'll do it for the first 20 minutes. Well, it's better than Wednesday in the first period. It's 2-1 Edmonton here. Goals from Bouchard and Nugent-Hopkins. Adrian Kempe picks up the lone goal for LA. We'll go to intermission. Go get a snack, go get a drink, do what you got to do. We'll be back for the second period in about 15 minutes. Thank you. Ironically enough, what's funny is they're both Wayne Gretzky jerseys. And I think that's just so funny. They're both the same guy. All right. So Canes and Devils are in overtime as of right now. I wonder if they'll show us a little bit of that game while this one's coming along here. I would be very intrigued if they would. I would love it if they did, actually. All right, that being said, it's time to make some clips. Puck Doku? I think we'll do that. I want to do that second intermission. We'll do that second intermission. I got some clips I need to make. Well, let me go look at the Puck Doku board and see if it's good. Let's go look and see if it's a good board. That's kind of mid. It's pretty easy. All right. All right, let me pull up the. How many jerseys do I have? I have, I think, 46. Well, I can tell you for sure I have one jersey for all 32 teams. That I can tell you for certain. But I can't think of exactly how many. You think they will hold on? I think so. I hope so at the least. Like they kind of need to. I I think they will. I didn't think they were that bad defensively. Again, the only goal that the Kings got was on the 4-on-4. I think they look more sound. They look more careful. It's just a matter of can they keep that going? And I think they should be able to. But at the same time, you really don't know. All right. Huh. That's funny. Matias Ekholm, they're really missing this guy, I feel. Oh, 100%. Yeah, if Ekholm is here, I think this series might be completely different. Or at the very least, it's a lot closer. Like, what's crazy is, like, Ekholm really is, like, kind of the glue to that blue line, to be honest with you. And I think not having him is just a major deciding factor, in my opinion. So, yeah, that definitely is an impact. I also think, too, like, I mean, again, Skinner, I don't think's been the greatest. I think that's definitely, like, I don't want to go and, like, full-blown blame it on Jeff Skinner for the reason why they lost both those games. Because I don't think that's entirely true. But I definitely do think that we need to see more out of these boys. Oh my god. Whew. All right, that's one. Jim Jackson calling this game. Look at that. Flyers legend Jim Jackson calling the TNT game. It's 2-2 in overtime. I guess I can commentate a little bit of this. Hamilton picks it up then through the zone. It's taken back and cleared into the zone by the Devils. Down low now. Anderson will go to have his net to play it. Burns behind the net as Carolina looks to regroup. Burns takes it through the neutral zone. Will clear down to the right side. Picked up at center ice then by the Devils. Siegenthaler in his first game back will chip it through. Who will dump it into the zone. Down low now, Slavin trying to clear it around. It'll come out to the neutral zone here now. Picked up by the Canes. Jarvis dumps it back down low. Hischier holds it. Is tripped. Is that going to be a pen? And yes, it will. Jackson Blake going to the box for tripping on Nico Hischier. And the Devils will get a chance to go to the power play. Wow, thanks for cutting out so early, ESPN. All right, second period coming up, folks. Thank you all for tuning in so far. I really do appreciate it. We'll keep this stream on going. Why? What's up, Johnny Stove? Welcome back. All right, second period should be beginning here momentarily from Rogers Place. I thought the Oilers were definitely the better team in that first period. Again, you kind of have to be. When you're down 2-0 in a series the way they are, you really do need to be the better team. All right, there we go. That's all done. Grab a quick snack, little snack review. We got some goldfish here. Telling you right now, these goldfish, they are going to come in clutch for this year's playoffs. And tomorrow. It's a nice quick snack that also tastes good. All right, should be back to the second period after this commercial break here real quick, and we'll get into it. Still 2-2 in overtime of Carolina, Jersey. All right, perfect. All right. First period recap, goals from Evan Bouchard and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and then almost said Jacob Kopitar. Adrian Kempe cut the lead in half. It is still 2-2 in the overtime frame, about 10 minutes into that. Who knows? Maybe if it goes long enough, we'll be able to get done this stream and then go commentate that one. That'd be insane. I'd lose my mind. All right. All right, third period here is underway from Edmonton, or second period here is underway from Edmonton. You can tell that I'm tired. All right, here we go. Let's see what goes down now in this secondary frame. The teams swap sides. The goaltenders swap nets. And let's see what we can get done now. Same goaltender still out there, Calvin Pickard and Darcy Kemper. Shots are 11-10 through the first 20 minutes of play. Let's see what comes here in this second period. Face-off from center ice is underway. It's won by the Kings. Doughty with the puck, sends it through the neutral zone. Kings will dump it down low. Nurse will get to that puck first as he battles for it with Moore. Slid up in front then and intercepted by the Oilers. Draisaitl will drop it back then for Nurse again as they regroup. Nurse moving it through the neutral zone will dump it back into the Kings' end. Now down low on the right side, Connor Brown throws it up to Draisaitl. Draisaitl holds it, circles around as Denault puts plenty of pressure on him. He'll take it now behind the net, throws it up to the point. Kulak, a slap shot, and stopped by Kemper. On the right side, Moore battling for it now. Back down low for Doughty. Doughty sends a pass to the neutral zone. It's tipped as it goes into the neutral zone and taken back then by Edmonton. Podkolzin moves it in, passes in front. Rebound Arvidsson, it's blocked. Draisaitl still in the zone on the left side. Sends it down low for Arvidsson. Battling now with Kopitar. Arvidsson to Draisaitl now down low. Now behind the net. Podkolzin battling now as well. Anderson trying to backhand that one out. It's kept in the zone at the point. Perry! And it's blocked. Jake Wallman will come out of the zone now to regroup as Edmonton starts their pressure early. Arvidsson sends a pass over. Back up to the point. Throws it over then as they'll clear it down low behind the net. Puck will slip out in front and picked up again now by the Kings. 2-on-2 the other way. Kopitar with Kuzmenko. Kuzmenko waits for reinforcements. Will throw that puck back down low. It's blocked and cleared the other way. Bouchard joining the rush. Into the zone. He's got some room. He shoots it off the post. Huge chance there for Bouchard. He gets it back. Throws a pass over then for Hyman. It goes up in the air into Kemper. And a big save. Kopitar steals that puck and clears it into the neutral zone. Darnell Nurse will hold that puck. Oilers will regroup here. Nurse down the right side will fire it down low. Back then here now behind that Edmondson. Chip through the neutral zone. Picked up then by the Oilers. Now down low. Frederick. Moves it through center ice. Will dump it into the zone. Now is Edmondson. Back to Clark. Clark then for Laferriere. Battling here on the right side. Kulak picks it up. And intercepted by the Kings. They try and make action here the other way. Fiala into the zone. Will drop it back and Kings can't keep it in. 3 minutes gone here in this second period. It's still 2-1 Oilers. Again, one shot is all it takes, and this game is tied up. Down low, Picker goes out to play the puck. It's directed around the right side to Kane. Keeping it, though, still is the Oilers. LA will dump it back down low. Shots are 14-10 in favor of Edmonton. And Oilers are calling for a penalty down low on Hellenius. It's kept, though, by the Kings. Shot from the point, saved by Pickard. Now on the right side, it's thrown down low. Mallet to Hellenius. Down low then. Moravere, and it's cleared all the way down the other way. And LA will regroup. Gavrikov now down low, battling with Kane. Kane wins the draw, throws it in front. There's nobody there. Mallet will pick it up now. Gets it behind the net. He's knocked down. And some cheers there. And a delayed penalty for the Oilers. Moore trying to move it through the zone. Edmonton touches it. And we're gonna get a Kings power play off of the Evander Kane interference call on Jeff Mallet. So Kane will go to the box. Kings will get a power play, and they will attempt to tie this one up. They'll get that top unit out there, which has actually, believe it or not, a 50% success rate on the power play, which I find very intriguing, I must say. I find that very interesting. 50% success rate. You don't see that too often. I imagine as the series goes on, that probably gets lower, but who knows? So Bouchard with a hit off the crossbar. There was a pretty good chance that this game is 3-1 Edmonton the other way around. And then here's the Kane penalty on Mallet, an interference call. He knocks him down to the ground a little bit soft. Nah, I'm kidding. I don't know, to be honest. I mean, hits like that and things like that are going to happen. I don't know. Face off, won by LA. Kempe moves it in front, and Gavrikov can't finish. Or, my apologies, Kuzmenko can't finish. Puck is cleared out of the zone then by the Oilers. Byfield sends a pass in. Down low, Kuzmenko tries sending it up to the point. He gets there successfully. Fiala throws it over. Henrique intercepts it. King still got it. Kopitar down the right side. Waits for options. Down low, Kuzmenko to Kopitar. Kopitar waits to Byfield up to the point. Over. Fiala! Saved by Pickard! What a stop! As the Kings get the ball rolling and the puck moving. And some pushing and shoving from both teams. It's become pretty clear who likes who in this series, that's for sure. And it's definitely not the Kings and the Oilers. Thank you all for tuning in. It's 2-1 Oilers with the Kings on a power play. Which, actually, speaking of which, I should actually do my job. 15:28 remaining. 1:23 left on the power play. Kopitar throws it down low. Stolen back by the Oilers and slap shot it down the other way. Kempe will try and break it out now. Slides it past them for Kopitar, and they'll move it in. Kopitar dekes through. It gets up to the point. Kempe holds it. Up to the point. Fiala back down low into the corner. It's cleared around then by Nurse. It's kept in, though, by LA. On the right side, Fiala back for down low. He's being tied up heavily by Draisaitl. And the Oilers hold it up against the boards. Kuzmenko in the corner, battling with Fiala. Nurse now down low as well. Kopitar to Kempe. Fiala to Kuzmenko behind the net. To Kopitar. Down below the goal line. Tries throwing it in front. It's blocked. And Wallman will attempt to clear. It's kept in. Less than 30 left to go on the power play. Fiala battling now in the corner. Kept in the zone by Kempe. Oilers doing a good job killing this off. And it comes out of the zone. And 15 to go. Kempe into the zone. Fiala holds it. Shoots it. Scores! Kevin Fiala! Tie game! On the power play, or just as it was ending. And it's a whole new hockey game here, folks. We are tied. So good on the LA Kings for keeping that puck in the zone and keeping pressure on. I know the Oilers were doing a pretty decent job. I guess that's another Nordic jinx because I did say the Oilers were doing a good job killing that off. So I guess you can clip that as well. Wonderful. I'm just doing that all the time, but LA ties this one up at 2. There's plenty of time left in the second period for things to change. And the LA Kings now 6 for 11 on the power play in this first round series. They were 0 for 12 in last year's series, which is kind of wild. Down low now, Kulak with the puck. Back behind the net now, battling for it. Slid around the right side. McDavid picks it up. Behind the net, throws it in front to Draisaitl. It's tipped around the other way. And back up to the point, Bouchard. Looks for options. Shoots it on net. Blocked in front. Rebound. Draisaitl shoots it wide. McDavid in alone. Hyman a shot. Blocked. Bouchard back to McDavid as the Oilers continue the pressure. McDavid shoots it in front. And taken back then by LA. Fogle. 3-on-2 the other way. Into the zone. Moore to Denault. A shot in front and it deflects wide of the net. Fogle. And it goes behind. Picked up now, Bouchard. Through the neutral zone to Draisaitl. Draisaitl holds it and waits. Sends it around now behind the net. Picked up down low. Battling forward here in front. And stolen back by LA. Up to the point. Nurse. Throws it back now down low. Gavrikov to the right side then. Picked up then by LA. Through the neutral zone. Lewis trying to battle for it there. It's stolen back then by LA and cleared into the Edmonton zone. We're tied at 2 through almost 30 minutes of play here, almost half the game. It's far from over here tonight. Arvidsson now down low, behind the net. Kane throws it up to the point, a shot! And it deflects wide. Chipped all the way down the other way, one-on-one. Fiala into the zone, circles back around, pass up in front, and stolen back then by the Oilers. Arvidsson battling here on the right side. It's stolen back then by LA. Kempe. Through the neutral zone. Waits. A pass over. Kopitar! And it goes out of play. It might have gotten a piece of it on Pickard, but I'm not too sure. Kevin Fiala with the game-tying goal. And the Kings on the power play. We're tied at 2. And this series and this game keeps on getting more and more intriguing. It doesn't stop, does it? Devils and Hurricanes are still tied at 1 apiece, or 2 apiece, sorry, in overtime. About 3.5 minutes to go in that first overtime game, so they might be going to a second overtime, barring anything crazy happening here. And I'm sure the Hurricanes are no stranger to that whatsoever. All right, commercial break still, folks. All right. Showing off the brackets. Jets are up 2-1 on the Blues. Wild are up 2-1 on the Golden Knights. Stars are up 2-1 on the Avalanche. Was forgetting one. And then Oilers are obviously down 2-0 here to the LA Kings. Let's see. Could it be 3-0? Could it be 2-1? Still got over half a game here to find out. Puck is passed through the neutral zone. Nugent Hopkins sends it up to McDavid. Intercepted then by LA. Anderson Stolen back then by Edmonton. It's chipped down into the zone. Try to get thrown in front there on the right side is Kuzmenko fighting forward up to the point. McDavid sends it back down low, battling here in the corner. Picked up then by Edmondson, who falls on the ground and cleared down the other way by Kempe. Bouchard will get it. It'll go past, and an icing there against the Kings. 11:35 left. It's just been one of those games, fellas. One of those games. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in so far. I really do appreciate it. Face off, won by Edmonton. Thrown back down low. McDavid taking it through, looking for options. Pass over then to Draisaitl. Draisaitl waits, fires it, blocked in front. Perry to Draisaitl, who shoots it on net. Cleared back down low. McDavid to Draisaitl. Circles around. Throws it up to the point. Brown to McDavid. He's in, and he can't get a shot off because Gavrikov's blocking him. He'll throw it up to the point. Another shot there. Deflected in front. Save in the crease. Over Draisaitl, and it goes wide. Kept in the zone, though, by the Oilers. Wallman shoots it just wide. Down low now, McDavid. McDavid moves it to the front. It's blocked off then by Kopitar on the right side. McDavid still with it. Drop back. Perry. Over. Save. Rebound in front. And picked up again by LA. They'll backhand it out of the zone and evade that one for now and get a line change off. Shots are 17-13 in favor of Edmonton. Down low. Thrown in front then. It's intercepted by LA. Fogle. Up then for Moore. Battling now down low. Moore tried throwing it in front. And slid out there to center ice. Doughty will clear it back in. Picked up on that, then Wallman. Over to Kane. Stolen back then by Fogle. A shot. And stopped by Pickard. And it looks like we're going to go to double overtime in Canes versus Devils. And we'll see if we need extra time here for Oilers Kings. But a lot of time left here still. We're tied at 2. And that being said, I'm going to go to the bathroom. The first bathroom break of the night. I will be right back. All right, I have returned. Yep, Carolina jersey going to double overtime. All right, face-off coming up here now inside of the Edmonton zone. 9:59 here left. Oilers mascot on top of the railing, just watching all the players. It's Byfield versus, I think, Henrique. And it's won by the Oilers. Down low now, battling for it. It's stolen back then by LA. Byfield a shot. Saved by Pickard. Picked up then by Edmonton. Draisaitl will clear it into the zone. It's batted down by LA. Still kept in, though. Laferriere will finally get it out. Byfield backhands it down low. Pickard to Kulak. Over then for Podkolzin. Kulak through the zone. Sends a pass up and back into the LA end. Doughty waits for options. Will send a pass up in front. It's picked up then by Byfield. Byfield will clear it into the zone down low. And regrouping now is Nurse. Nurse will drop it back. Wallman dumps it down low. Around now on the right side, Nugent Hopkins played back then for Fogle. Thrown up to the point. Stop there. Here come the Kings the other way. Down low. Moore circles around. Throws it in front. And he can't get it through Bouchard's legs. He'll throw it back now behind the net where McDavid's there waiting. Denault beats him in front. And stolen back then by Edmonton anyways. Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. McDavid will just dump it in down low. Now down low. Anderson with the puck. Up then for Moore. Trying to break it out now the other way. And stolen back then by Edmonton. McDavid through the zone. Loses control of the puck. And LA will steal it back from him. Oh, man. Brutal. Here's Anderson now. Who dumps it into the zone. Behind the net here is Skinner. Trying to get control. Through center ice back to Kulak. Who will dump it down low. On the right side. Edmondson. Picks it up behind the net. Kopitar racing for it here, battling with Kulak on the right side. It's cleared up and out of the LA zone. Kuzmenko to Kempe. Back to Kuzmenko. He can't get there in time. It's Janmark now in the Oilers' end. Intercepted in front, saved by Pickard, and goes out of play. Turnover there that almost went pretty ugly for the Oilers. It was sent right in front for Kopitar, and he just barely missed that shot. And some good defensive and offensive zone turnover plays here by the Kings. They're basically, I wouldn't say they're following McDavid everywhere, but they always have players back. And I think they've kind of realized that, in the previous years, they'll always play too, like, offensive and not, like, conservative enough. And I think McDavid and them really took advantage of that last year. And as a result, they're on this, like, insane run this year. So I don't know. Face-off coming now in the Oilers zone. Shots are 18-14 in favor of Edmonton. 7:48 to go. Byfield tries to win the draw. Bouchard takes it down low. Picked up then by Draisaitl on the right side. Tied up against with Byfield. Picked up then. Fiala! And he shoots it wide. Byfield down low. Intercepted there by Edmonton. Here come the Oilers. 3-on-2. Bouchard over a shot. And it goes wide. Kane tries sending it down low. Podkolzin battling for it. Picked up then by LA. Edmondson sends it behind. Back for Gavrikov. Gavrikov dumps it through. Picked up then by Edmonton. Kane to Draisaitl. It's offside, so he'll end up getting off anyways. And here comes Laferriere. Clears it down low. Huge hit there by Nurse. And a whistle for offsides. And some pushing and shoving coming here now from Edmondson and Kane. That's what they're there for. 7:04 left. I think the Kings have definitely looked a lot better in this period now. They seem more focused into things and more, like in the last period, they weren't like perfect. So I think they definitely kind of tightened down a little bit and have been way better. Face-off coming now outside of the Oilers' end. It's McDavid versus Denault. And it's won by the Oilers. Played on the right side through center ice. Picking it up now is McDavid, who drops it back. Klingberg through center ice. Slides it past to McDavid, who will just dump it down low and into the zone. Sent around now by Doughty. Picked up down low in front. Nugent Hopkins in the Kings' end. Battling with Doughty now down low. Hyman sends it to McDavid. Intercepted. And here come the Kings the other way. Cleared in there by Fogle, who gets blocked in front by Wallman. They'll battle for it in a whistle for a penalty. And it's against Jake Wallman. And the Kings are going to go to the power play once again. Okay, I didn't see that coming. Let me see the replay. So Fogel's moving through the zone, gets interfered with there by Wallman, and then, yeah, I guess that's, yeah, okay. All right, LA power play now coming up. Let's see what the Kings can get done now. So LA power play for the second time here. They'll get that top unit out there and try and make this a 3-2 lead for LA. Jake Wallman for interference. Kempe throws it over to Fiala. He'll pick it up. Looking for it now. Down low. Behind the net. Kuzmenko. Over to Fiala. Fiala throws it up to the point. Nobody's there. It'll slide out of the zone. Racing forward is Nugent Hopkins, who lifts it. Shorthanded. Henrique shoots it. Saved by Kemper. And they'll play the puck. What a stop. That could have easily been a shorthanded goal there for the Oilers, but nope, Kemper stands tall. Kuzmenko into the zone now, down low. Byfield throws it around behind the net to Kopitar. Picked up then by Janmark, and he clears it out. Kempe regroups. 5:50 here left in the second period. This period feels like it's flying by. Down low here in the Oilers zone. Nurse battling for it now for Bouchard. Slid up to the point. Intercepted. He'll rush for it. Into the zone. Saved by Kemper, shorthanded. I think that was Draisaitl. And here come the Kings. Kuzmenko feeds it over then. Clark gets tipped in by Emberson down low. Kulak now with it as the Oilers try and clear. And picked up then again by LA. It slides down low to the corner. Oilers will clear it all the way down with 40 seconds to go in the power play. Doughty in the zone now. Denault up to Clark. Back to Doughty. He'll move it in. Over to Moore. Moore to the point. Denault. Back to Moore. Up Doughty. A shot. He scores! Tipped in front. Drew Doughty. LA leads 3-2. I thought it was tipped in front there because Picker was complaining about something. And LA comes back from down 2-0 and takes a 3-2 lead in Edmonton. Oh, boy. Suddenly, everything just changed. It went from 2-0 Edmonton around the 10-minute mark of the first period to now 3-2 LA with 5 minutes left. Oh, no. Another power play goal for the LA Kings. Face-off now at center ice. Picked up by the Oilers. They'll clear it the other way. Less than 5 minutes to go here in the second period. The Kings battled back from down 2-0 to make it 3-2 LA. Here they come the other way. McDavid into the zone. McDavid down low behind the net, tries throwing it in front. He's held up there by the Kings. Taking it the other way. Fogle dumps it into the zone now. Down low behind the net. Klingberg battling with Fogle. It slides out in front. Nobody's there. Draisaitl picks it up. 3-on-2. Hyman into the zone. Takes it now behind the net. Throws it in front. And the Oilers can't get to it. Nurse sends it back down low. Draisaitl battling for it here now as well. He'll look for options. Send it back then for McDavid behind the net. McDavid waiting. Throws it in front. Saved by Kemper. Rebound, and there's nobody there. Hyman was tied up. Here come the Kings now the other way. A rush into the zone. Here they come. In front, and they can't finish it. Oh, Jeff Mallett had an open net, and he couldn't get control of the puck. Down low, Gavrikov sends that around. Mallett with it. Up to the point, a shot, and deflects just wide. I think it went off of Nurse's head. Gavrikov now down low. Throws it up to the point. Kopitar. Over. Edmondson. Gavrikov in front. Tipped wide. Kuzmenko to Kopitar. To Gavrikov. Down low to Kempe. We got a whistle. Or the Oilers are cheering for something. Sorry, yeah. Oh my gosh. Draisaitl. Back up then for McDavid. McDavid backhands it into the zone. Picked up then by Kemper, who plays it with his stick. Kings will get it out. Kopitar tried taking that puck. It was stolen back then by the Oilers. Kane through the zone now. Down low, Janmark. Back then, Kane behind the net. Throws it in front. Tipped in front. They score! What a play, Connor Brown! And we're tied again. And this one is not done yet. Connor Brown. And we have a tie game here in Edmonton with 2:41 left. We are not done yet. No, we are not, ladies and gentlemen. Connor Brown with the play in front. Gets it done for the Oilers. And we got to see. But it's now tied at 3. Face off here now, won by the Kings. Moore into the zone, shoots and scores! What the hell just happened? Trevor Moore, not even 10 seconds later, through Pickard's 5-hole, it's 4-3. What the hell just happened? It was 3-2, then 3-3, and off the face-off, Doughty throws it to Moore, and it's 4-3. Oh, my Lord. Oh, man. 4-3 Kings, just like that. Good Lord. And McDavid just with a sigh on his face there after that one. That was 2 goals in 9 seconds. That's hockey right there, folks. That is hockey. 2:32 left here now in the second period. Kulak with the puck. Sends it through the neutral zone. Draisaitl battling here on the right side. Picked up then by LA. Fiala dumps it down through the neutral zone. McDavid picks it up here now. Back for Draisaitl. Over to Podkolzin. Podkolzin shoots it. Blocked then by Clark. Clark to Moore as they try and play it the other way. Puck is tipped and goes out of play with 2 minutes left in this second period. What a sequence! 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3, and 4-3 all in one period. Kings with a 1-goal lead. Good Lord. It's just non-stop action. And that is once again 4 goals on less than 20 shots for the Edmonton Oilers. But goaltending's not a problem, right? It's not our number one problem. Not going to say anything yet. Oh, I gotta clear storage off my phone. Oh, Devils won. In double overtime, the Devils won at Simone Nemec. All right, well, that series is now cut in half. It's 2-1 there. Okay. So that's that, I guess. Face off. Won by Edmonton. Klingberg sends it back down low. McDavid now regrouping around behind the net. Looks for options. Throws it in front. Cleared out of the zone by the Kings. McDavid down low. Denault trying to clear it out. McDavid back then for Draisaitl. Draisaitl at the center. Shoots it. Blocked in front and it goes out. Approaching the last minute of play here in the second period. Oilers through the zone. They'll come back here and regroup. McDavid circles back around here and will wait. Looking for a way to get into the zone. Time winding down. Kemper fires that one behind the net. Played now on the right side. LA with it. Back for Doughty. Doughty through center ice. Slides a pass up and they'll just get a line change. Approaching the last minute of play here in this second period. It is 4-3 Kings. Down low, Doughty playing along the right side. And we got an Oiler down here in the defensive zone. Through the zone, Laferriere to Fiala. Fiala moves it in, shoots it, saved by Pickard in front. And some pushing and shoving there now as Hyman took a stick to the face. Or no, sorry, it was not Hyman. My apologies. I'm not sure who it was on the Oilers. Oh yeah. Oh, it was on Hyman. Never mind. I thought I couldn't tell who it was. Hyman was on the other end of the zone. It was on Zach Hyman. So my apologies for that. But yeah, kind of brutal that the refs missed that. That should have been a penalty. I think there's a couple of plays that we've seen here today that honestly should be a penalty. 46 seconds left here in this second period. Fiala tries shooting it. It's blocked in front. Picked up again. Fires it. Saved by Pickard. Fiala. Over. Laferriere shoots it. Save again. And Oilers trying to clear it here now. Kulak through the neutral zone. It's poke checked away then and back into the Edmonton end. 20 seconds to go. Bouchard sends a pass all the way up over for Kane. Stolen back then down low by Kempe over for Brown. Brown on the right side. Sent around back behind the net. Kane intercepted then. Kopitar tries clearing. Kept in though by the Oilers. Bouchard. 2 seconds left. And that'll do it. End of two periods. Goals came from, and there were a lot of them. Trevor Moore had one. Drew Doughty had one. Kevin Fiala had one. And Connor Brown had one. It's 4-3 LA heading into the second intermission and possibly the biggest period of the season coming for the Oilers next. But first off, it's intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. And we will be back for the third period momentarily. Oh, man. I gotta clear storage off of my phone, so give me a second here. I'll still have the stream pulled up, obviously. Go Kings, go. Hell yeah. They seem to have the real advantage here so far, that's for sure. This is kind of brutal. This is, like, honestly kind of brutal to watch if you're an Oilers fan. You go from being up to being down in the span of, like, 2 seconds. Brutal stuff. Brutal stuff. All right. Just updating my journal here, folks. All right. Yeah, very pivotal period coming up here for the Oilers. If they come up short, they're down 3-0. And look, I get they came back. I know that they've proven that no deficit is impossible, but you can't keep going down like that. Like, it's just not going to work. So, again, it's a very, very pivotal period here coming from Edmonton for them to try and tie this one up. Just take it one goal at a time. One goal at a time, and that's all that matters for them. But we'll have to see. All right, I got to sharpen my pencil. Bear with me here. This is going to sound pretty bad. Perfect. Oh, boy. How's everyone doing? We're going through it. You know. Thank you all for tuning in so far. I really do appreciate it. My lord. The look on McDavid's face after that goal just says it all. Yeah, my Canes in 5 prediction still good. Let's take a look at my bracket. Let's see how that's doing. Let's go do that. All right. My bracket. So, give me a second here. I think I did 2. All right. View brackets. So I got one bracket, and then I have my like main bracket, and then I have a second one. So my first one, it's doing okay, I guess. This isn't looking good. Down here. This isn't looking good. This is looking pretty good. This is looking good. This is looking good. I don't know about that yet. And this is looking good. So we're doing okay. So I think they're all possible. Like, all of the series games can still happen for me. Yes, they can. Oh, no. This one can't. Because I had freaking Vegas in 5. And, of course, Vegas is going crazy. So, I mean, like... Or I had Vegas in 5, and, of course, Minnesota's going crazy now with Kaprizov and Boldy like they were the other night. So, yeah. Game feels like it's a goal-scoring machine. 100%. All right. And then this is my other bracket. It's just the opposite of everything that I had happening. Which is, this is not possible. This is very much so not possible. St. Louis going to the Cup and winning it. Definitely would be something. I don't know. Who's in my bracket challenge? I made a personal one this time around. Not bad, bro. Not bad. Not bad. But yeah, my bracket not doing particularly great. Let's look at well, actually no. None of them are like updated yet. What if I like do people have other picks? Oh wow, they do. Huh. I love how like half of them are the Devils. Let's go look at random brackets. Oh my god. You have Ottawa beating Toronto in 7. I'm sure we're gonna see that a lot. Of course, bro. Of course. Chris Kreider. I can tell my voice is like fading away. For some reason. Which is weird. I mean, it might be because I'm tired. But who the hell knows? Dallas to the Cup. Kings to the conference finals. With the way they're playing, it's not impossible. Oh my god. LA, Vegas, second round. Oh man. I mean, their Western Conference is basically mine. Just a couple of different things. Like, I have the Oilers going second round. Let's get out of this one. Let's go to... Well, I know TNT has all theirs. Oh, good God. All right, let's go see. Let's go look through these. Of course. All right, Biz has Leafs. Oh, he might actually be right on that. Got Tampa over Florida, so we're the same on that. He's got Caps over Habs, we're the same on that. And then Canes over Devils. For here, we disagree. We have basically the same bracket, just I don't have this. I definitely don't have this. What about Gretzky? Of course he has the Oilers. Of course he does. Yeah, I don't know. I can't see. I don't think the Caps go conference finals. I personally think they're second round exits, but I know I'm probably going to be wrong with that. Who's Burke, bro? I don't even know who Burke is. He has like the same bracket as me. Same cup final. This cup final would like break record. This cup final would have like record breaking low viewership. Which like is very true. Which is kind of funny, to be honest with you. NHL Creators League. NHL creators, but no creators in here. How many like possible scenarios could you make with the brackets? Let's look this up. Let's go to ChatGPT. What was I gonna ask? Oh, look at this. That's fire. That's an image. That's an AI generated image of Connor McDavid with the cup. That's fire. Wait. How many possible brackets could you make with NHL playoffs? I'm kind of curious. Depends on the playoff format. Oh my God! You have to make 32,000. No, that can't be right. Huh? Oh my God. That can't be right. Whatever. I don't even know anymore. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. We got about 3.5 minutes till the start of the third. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, and then we'll get started here with the final frame. All right, I've returned. Oh my God, why are there people doing push-ups in the middle of the... Oh my Lord. All right, about 2 minutes here left until the third period. Okay. Second period recap. There were a lot of goals. A lot of them. Gales came from most notably Trevor Moore, Connor Brown, Drew Doughty, and Kevin Fiala. 2 of those 4 goals coming on the power play. Both of them were in favor of LA. So, do want to say that. I don't know, Johnny. I'm not really liking them. I'm a little worried. This is a must-win period for the Oilers. They need to come back. There is like no denying it. They need to make this comeback. Because if they don't, they go down 3-0. And I'm sorry, I don't think they're going to win this if they're down 3-0. I just simply don't. And I'm really worried about their chances if that's the case. I'm really worried. I'm terrified. And I had the Oilers in 7, which can still happen. I don't know. I'm a little bit. I'm pretty worried, if I'm being honest. I am not very confident. All right. Few more commercials here and then we'll get ready here for the third period. Thank you all for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. They're doing this like comic book intro thing for the Yankees or whatever. Okay, start of the third period here from Edmonton, Alberta. The Oilers in a must-win scenario here tonight. Because if they lose, it's not over, but it might as well be. Showing off Connor McDavid tonight. 3 shots, 1 assist. I'm expecting a monster period from him because I know he's pissed. I know he is upset. All right. Here we go. Third period is almost underway here from Edmonton. Face-off at center ice. Won by the Oilers. Nurse will play it back. Shots are 23-20 here through the 2 middle frames. Dumped into the zone. Edmonton sends it around behind the net. Battling now down low in the corner in the Kings zone. Fiala trying to tip it up and around. Kept in though by the Oilers. On the right side. Stolen back then. Into the zone is Henrique. Sends it around down low. Brown to Henrique again. Henrique holds it. Shoots it. Saved by Kemper. And Henrique and Gavrikov getting some pushing and shoving in there. Kemper's had a solid game so far. I understand that 3 goals on 24 shots is not that pretty, but you got to look at the context of those goals. 2 of those were tap-ins. 1 was from the point. The 1 was a rebound right in front with nobody covering Nugent Hopkins. So I'm not too mad at Darcy Kemper here, but I don't know. Since March 8th, he's only lost 3 games in regulation. Or actually, no, 3 games total. And all 3 of them were in regulation. He has a 1.52 since March 8th. He's been unreal in the last 40 days or so. Oilers throw it up to the point. Klingberg shoots it just wide of the net. On the right side now, it's LaFerriere trying to clear it. I expect the Oilers to be heavily pressuring the entire period here. Klingberg dumps it into the zone. Down low now is Arvidsson, who is tight up here in the corner. Oilers fans are chanting Klingberg. Puck slides around behind the Kings net to the point. Klingberg. Up to the point. A shot, and it goes wide. Byfield tries throwing it in front. It's kept in, though, by the Oilers. Down low, Arvidsson. Chipped away by the Kings. Into Kemper. He makes the save and covers up. All right, face-off coming here now. In the LA zone. Shots are 24-20. Picked up on the right side. Oilers bring it to the front. Nurse! And it's broken up there. Kept in the zone. McDavid to the point! And it goes wide. Fiala clears it down the other way. Denault through the zone. Takes it in a backhand! And that one goes up and out of play. $18-14 here left in the third period. Shots are 24-20 in favor of the Oilers. Still in the Oilers zone. It's won by Edmonton. Perry will send a pass to center ice. Dumped into the zone by Frederick. Broken up then by the Kings. Oilers get it right back. Janmark behind the net to Perry. Perry to Janmark. Up to the point. Bouchard will send it back behind the net. Up to the point again. Nurse a shot, and it goes wide there. Tipped in front as LA's trying to clear. And kept in by the Oilers. A shot from the point. Deflected. Rebound. Perry. And denied by Kemper. On the right side. Bouchard a shot. Save again. Denault cleans the play up. Gets it behind the net now to Gavrikov. Through the zone. Kept in by Edmonton. Frederick a shot. It goes up in the air. On the right side. Kings will get it out. And stolen back then by Edmonton. They have plenty of control. McDavid through more. A pass over. Saved by Kemper. What a play. He put that one through Kopitar and fed it to Hyman, and he couldn't finish. That's the McDavid razzle-dazzle right there. Oh, man. Face-off now again in the Kings' end. Shots are 26-20 as the Oilers keep on racking up the shots. A little under 3 minutes in. Down low, Hyman tied up in the corner. It's picked up by Kopitar. Stolen back then. Nugent Hopkins throws it down low. Hyman battling for it here now with McDavid in the corner. Hyman picks it up. Up to the point. Klingberg will skate it in. Throws it back then for Kempe. McDavid to the front and shoots it wide. He gets it back. Still with the puck. Through center ice. In front, Nuge to Hyman. It's open. It stays out. What just happened? The net was wide open and it stayed out. Anderson with the puck now behind the net in the Oilers zone. Doughty through the zone now. Up then for Laferriere, back for Fiala. Fiala sends it down low. Stolen back then by the Oilers. They'll come back and wait. 26-20 are the shots. 3-0 are the shots in this period in favor of Edmonton. Into the zone. Podkolzin sends it down low. Kulak battling forward here now. On the right side then, picked up by LA. Byfield tries getting it through. It's backhanded down low. And the puck goes out of play. I need to see that replay. How did that puck stay out? All right, I need to see this. McDavid through the center, throws it down low. Kemper gets taken out of the net. Nude shoots it around and goes off the post. Oh, no. They had a wide open net, and they couldn't get that one in. That's brutal. Face-off now from center ice. They blow it dead after a face-off violation. And they'll get a face-off now inside of the center ice. Won by the Oilers. Kulak with the puck, moving it through the zone. Over to Nurse, who dumps it in. On the right side, Edmondson sends it behind the net. Gavrikov now backhands it around, and the puck goes out of play. 15:39. Oilers need a goal here soon. Thank you all for tuning in so far. I like these streams when it's kind of chill and not a ton of people in here, and we can kind of just commentate the game and all that. Of course, I like it when there's a lot of people in here, but I don't mind this. Face-off. Won by the Kings. Doughty through the zone to Fogle. Picked up then by Edmonton. They'll try and shift it down low. Fogle battling on the right side. Puck comes out free to the point. Henrique will try and clear it the other way. It's kept in the LA zone, and the Kings will regroup and try and run down time. Edmondson up for Denault. Denault to Doughty as it's tipped back down low and into the Edmonton zone. Time winds down. Still no shots here for LA in this period. Here's Kulak through the zone, dumps it in, saved by Kemper, and he'll cover that one up. Hey, there's a lot of time left in ice. Don't worry about it. I mean, I would be worried about it, but there's a lot of time left, so don't be too worried. You can be worried, but not too worried. Come on, Oilers. We are better than this. Welcome back, Margaret. Yeah, definitely. We need to see some more here out of Edmonton. Showing off the first round results. Oilers won in 7 games in 22, won in 6 games in 23, won in 5 games in 24, and the minimum they can win in is 6 games this year, but I don't know. It's not looking like it right now. Face-off in the LA zone. Draisaitl versus Kopitar. It's won by nobody as they blow the face-off dead. Face-off still here now inside of the LA zone. Won by Edmonton. Bouchard at the point, thrown down low. Draisaitl to Wallman. Holds it, shoots it wide. Oilers need a goal here desperately, not only because of they need one to tie this game, but the crowd just feels quiet. Doesn't feel like that loud of a crowd in there right now. I don't know if it's the TNT or whatever making the crowd sound more quiet, but does not seem loud in there at all. Bouchard at the point, shoots it, deflected, and down low into the corner. Kings with it. Anderson intercepted then by Edmonton. Stolen back then by the Kings. Kempe will move it down the other way, clears it into the zone, and Picker will come out as net to regroup. Kings keep it though. In front, Byfield a shot, it goes wide. On the right side to the point. Edmondson sends it back down low now. With it is Fiala. Behind the net. In front, a save by Pickard off a turnover. Oh, man. You can't keep doing that. You can't. Stop throwing it in front. 13:59 left here in the third period. It's 4-3 in favor of the Kings. So a little over 23 minutes. Oh, man. Okay. Still a commercial break. I've seen these commercials, like, I swear, already 100 times. At least I haven't seen the Keenan Thompson one where it's like, case closed. With the freaking car app or whatever. I haven't seen that at all today. I don't want to jinx it yet, though. Oilers talking here before they decide what they want to do. It's a face-off here in the Edmonton zone. In this period, they've outshot LA 5-1. All it takes is one shot, and this game is tied. But at the same time, all it takes is one shot, and this game is over. McDavid now going up here against Byfield. And it's won by nobody. They'll kick Byfield out. LaFerriere will come in now against the best player in the world. And it's won by the Oilers. Down low, thrown around in front. McDavid tied up now against LaFerriere on the boards. Picked up then by Klingberg behind the net. John Klingberg through the zone. Will take it in. It's intercepted then by the Kings. Back in. Fiala shoots it. Saved by Pickard. Hopkins takes it down low. Oilers will move it through the neutral zone. They need a goal here and soon. They'll chip it back down low. Puck goes up and out of play with 13:31 to go. Oh, man. 13:31. Denault versus Draisaitl. It's won by the Kings. Doughty clears it down the other way. With the puck is Fogle off the draw. To Moore now down low. Tied up then by McDavid, who comes out there right away. Kings with it. At the point. Doughty to Anderson. Back then for Moore behind the net. To Nurse down low to Bouchard, who sends it all the way down the other way. And over to Kemper. Doughty picks it up here for the Kings as they regroup. Drew Doughty through the zone. Drops it back then to Nault. Bouchard then back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl will take it in. Trying to throw it up to the point. They'll battle for it here on the right side. Puck is still in the corner. Finally, it breaks free. Kings with it. 3-on-2. Edmondson down the right side. Waits. Circles back around. Throws it behind the net. And McDavid's right there. Connor McDavid. Waiting as he drops it back and makes a line change, and the Oilers will regroup some more. Time winding down here and fast. Klingberg to Wallman. Pass up then for Podkolzin, intercepted and all the way down the other way as the Kings try and race for it. Tip there then at center ice. Taken back through the zone. Podkolzin looks to the point for Wallman. Keeps it in, shoots it just wide of the net. Down low. Janmark now with it, tied up by Moore. It's deflected up to the point. Kept in by Klingberg. Janmark tries throwing it in front. Podkolzin sends it up to the point. Klingberg trying to keep it in here now. Intercepted there by Podkolzin. To Janmark, a shot. Blocked in front. And battling for it now on the right side. Slid around behind the net. Kuzmenko throws it up in front for Brandt Clark. Clark through the zone. Dumps it into the zone. A huge hit there. And the Oilers will regroup. Down the right side here now. Kulak with the puck. Into the LA zone. Around behind the net. It's kept in, though, by the Oilers. Draisaitl sends it back down low. Tries throwing it in front to McDavid. Kulak, a shot. Save. Rebound in front. And stolen back then by the Kings. And LaFerriere through center ice will break it out the other way. Byfield chips it into the zone. Pickard shoots it around behind the net. Picked up now by Edmonton. Down the other way. Tied up then by Morris Kane. He'll throw it around anyways. And it's cleared out by the Kings once again. Halfway through this third period, it's still 4-3 Kings. Seems like the Kings are keeping the Oilers at bay now for them getting into the zone. Down low, Moore battling 40 on the right side. Picked up down low by Hyman. Behind the net, Arvidsson battling for it. On the right side, Bouchard tries sending it now behind the net. It comes out in front for LA. They'll just shoot it up in the air. Not good enough, or is it good enough for an icing? Yes, it is. Icing against LA. Time continues to wind down here in the third period. I wonder if we're going to see a Oilers power play tonight. I don't think they've had one. Intriguing. Face off now inside of the LA zone. Oilers pick up the puck. Here comes Draisaitl now the other way. Threw it into the zone. We'll circle it back around to McDavid. McDavid now behind the net. Waits for options. He's knocked down by Doughty. At the point, Bouchard shoots it down low. And Perry can't finish that one. Now here in the corner in front then for Foegele. Stolen back then by Edmonton. Draisaitl throws it to Bouchard now down low for Perry. Battling here on the right side, Kopitar and Perry. It's thrown in front for Foegele, who dumps it down the other way. And Edmonton will regroup. Wallman to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to McDavid. Through the zone, takes it wide. Throws it back to the point. Shoots it on net, blocked in front there. And cleared out of the zone. Time continues to wind down even more. Oilers will move it in now. Hyman gets hit now. Back then for Fiala. Fiala sends a pass up. It's poke checked away then by Byfield now. And picked up by Henrique. Adam Henrique to Arvidsson. Arvidsson's in. Shoots it. And it goes wide of Kemper. Not a shot here for a little bit for either team. It's just been back and forth action, defensive plays. Not a whole lot of shots. Oilers feed the puck now the other way, and that's not a good thing for Edmonton. You want shots, you need goals. Nugent Hopkins through the zone. Frederick, a shot. He shoots it wide. Now down low, Brandt Clark trying to get that one out of the zone for LA. On the right side now, Kings pick it right back up. 7:50 remaining. Gavrikov chips it through the zone now. Nurse on the right side. Picked up again now by LA. Hellenius throws it around behind the net. Kept in the zone on the right side. Down low, Kempe with it. Trying to look for options. We'll try and send it up to the point. And stolen back then by the Oilers. Here they come the other way. They'll dump it down low. Podkolzin fighting here with Edmondson. Stolen back then by Kopitar, who will backhand that one out of the zone, or at least try to. Draisaitl shoots it back in, battling on the right side. It pokes out, and Edmonton will be forced to regroup. They can't even get shots. This is brutal. Into the zone. McDavid! Saved by Kemper. Here's McDavid now again with it. Pass in front for Draisaitl. It's blocked by Anderson. Now down behind the net. Draisaitl feeds it up to the point. Wallman shoots it. Back in front. Saved by Kemper. Behind the net now with it. Pass in front. It's in the crease. They score! Evander Kane! Is it tied? This might get called back. Puck went in the net. I'm not entirely too sure, though. The Kings may challenge for this, but Evander Kane might have just tied it. I'm not sure, though. Let me take a look at this once again. The refs are talking. And let's take a look at the replay here real quick. Puck is tipped in front. Nope. It was kicked in the net by Evander Kane. No goal. No goal. All that just for it to get called back. And they're gonna look at it under review. I need to see this here again. Yeah, no, that's probably not getting called. That's probably not staying. That's probably not staying on the board, unfortunately. Which is good, because that was not a good commentary call from me. It was just a battle in the crease. Yeah, no, that's probably not staying. That's getting called back. No goal. The angles they're showing are terrible, first of all. Yeah, that ain't staying. Kicking motion, no good. He's trying to jab at it with his stick. But I mean, I don't know. Like he gets like he might get a piece of it with his stick, but the initial I don't know. He kicked it but then hit it with his stick in the net. Does that count? We'll see. Nah! Wow! They called that! Okay, so we're tied at 4 apiece with 6:42 remaining. So basically, the moral of the story is that he made the initial kicking motion, but he played it with his stick, I guess under Kemper's pad, before it crossed the line, and he tied the game. The refs waved at it first and blew it. And we might see, I don't know, we might see something else come here. Jim Hiller's calling the ref over. He's pressing T. They might be he's calling a timeout. They might be checking for goalie interference here on Kane. So let's see what they can try and get called back here. I don't really know if that's the smartest idea, to be honest with you. I don't know. No, that's not goalie interference. This goal's staying. He'd be an idiot to call that goalie interference. Don't challenge that. Hiller, don't challenge that. All right, he won't. I don't think he is. He'd be an idiot to challenge that. Or is he? Oh my God, they are. You idiots. That's not... Oh my God. There is not a shot in hell that is interference. There is not a shot in hell. Oh my God. Show me the play again. Show me this again, TNT, please. Coaches challenge something else. All right, well, they're challenging for goal interference. Let's see. Oh, maybe maybe the jabs at the stick is what gets it? Ooh, he trips him. Okay, maybe I take that back. That might count for something. Maybe. But the initial play to put the puck in the net, Kemper's just chilling on the wrong side. But I guess it could be overturned. If it is, though, I'm a little bit confused. How come you didn't notice that when you were looking at the kicking motion? I don't know. Yeah, this is kind of stupid. I don't think this is gonna get called back. I mean, it's like Kemper kind of does it himself. I can't tell though. All right. Yeah, you're a fucking idiot. You are so fucking stupid, Jim Hiller. That is the dumbest possible thing you could have done. And now look at that. You're on the kill. That is the dumbest possible thing you could have done. What is it with What is it with coaches this year and just calling stupid goalie interference calls? What are we doing? Dude, that wasn't even it wasn't even really remotely goalie interference. That is so dumb. It is insane. Why did you try and challenge that? Like Kemper dives to the other side himself. All right, Oilers power play. Bouchard through the zone now. He'll break it in. Draisaitl in front. They score! Take that, Jim Hiller! Evan Bouchard! It's 5-4 Oilers! And that is what you get. And that is what you get. That wasn't even remotely close to goalie interference. I get it. It's a little bit on the line, I guess. Kemper kind of dives over there himself. He stays over there. Another stupid goaltender interference challenge that goes back the other way. And then literally, not even 10 seconds later, just like earlier, not even 10 seconds later, you let that one in. That is what you get, Jim Hiller. That's 2 goals in 10 seconds again. Oilers have the lead now here with 6:20 left to go in the third period. Through the neutral zone and back into the Edmonton end. It's an icing against LA. Oh, my Lord. That was so fucking stupid. I still can't believe that. 6:17 left in the third period. We'll go to commercial break. You go from I still, oh my God, you go from being up. I get it. It's a goal that sucks. It's a little bit on the line, but you look at the play. I don't know how you could see that as goalie interference. And I'm saying to myself, I get it. There are some calls that can go the other way, and I totally understand that. But you literally just effed yourself out of this game, just like that, basically. That was so stupid. Oh my God, I can't. That might have been the dumbest coaching challenge I've ever seen. I mean, I don't know. I actually the one with Cooper the other day was pretty bad. That was the dumbest coaching challenge I think I've seen in a long time. Oh my God. So it's 5-4 Edmonton with about 6 minutes left. I don't know. Let's see what can happen here. But Jim Hiller not looking that smart after that one. That's for damn sure. Good Lord. I can't believe that. Oh my God. It's freaking unreal. That is unreal, dude. And the crowd is back in it because now it's 5-4 Edmonton. Evan Bouchard, 2 goals tonight. By the way, just wanted to mention that. Face off here at center ice. Kings will pick it up here on the right side. They'll dump it now into the Edmonton zone. Suddenly, the Kings are down. That's how crazy this series has been. Doughty now behind the net. Picked up by Kuzmenko. Kuzmenko down low. Kopitar to the point. Anderson to Doughty. Thrown back down low now behind the net. Kopitar in front. Stolen back then. Doughty at the point of shot. And it goes to the corner. On the right side here now. Perry goes down. LA keeps it in the zone. Kempe on the right side now. Down low. Feeds it up to the point. Anderson to Doughty to Kempe now behind the net to Kuzmenko. Kuzmenko throws it in front. Saved by Pickard. Picked up now by Edmonton. Here's Hyman. He gains the red line and dumps it into the zone. He'll race forward here now. It's stolen back then by LA. A pass all the way up then for Fiala. Fiala moves it in. Intercepted. Draisaitl will try and clear. It's kept in though. Fiala taking it down now. Throws it up to the point. Clark dekes in to the point to Edmondson, who waits. Throws it down low then for LaFerriere. Less than 5 minutes left here in regulation. We got ourselves a game here, folks. Down low behind the net. Thrown up to the point. Edmondson shoots it just wide. Back down low. Fiala to the point. Clark sends it around behind the net. It's chipped now behind down low. Arvidsson with it, who will clear it all the way down the other way. Shots are 32-24. Excuse me. Oilers with the puck in their own zone. They clear it to center ice. Dumped in then by Hyman. Down low, picking it up is Henrique with some room. Doughty sends it around behind the net. Kane will try and chip it through. It's stolen back then by LA. We get a whistle here for offsides against the Oilers. Shots are 32-25. With 4:05 to go, we'll go to our final commercial break before we wrap this one up. Oh, my Lord. I'm going to be so for real. The Kings deserve to lose this game. And I blame Jim Hiller. I blame Jim Hiller. It's his fault. Fire him. Yeah, that was brutal. I get it. That really wasn't that close, to be completely blunt with you. It wasn't goalie interference. That was the dumbest call I've ever seen. Did you? Oh, God. Lived in Prince George, John Cooper's hometown. Nice. That's pretty sick, actually, when you think about it. All right, here we go. Okay, face-off coming here now just outside of the LA zone. Bouchard through the zone, dumped down low. Stolen back then by LA. Moore trying to break it out through the neutral zone. Draisaitl backhands it down low. Back then for Clark. On the right side now. In the center ice as the Oilers now regroup. They're not giving the Kings anything. Clark to Fogle. Fogle down the other way. Stolen back then by LA. As it's tipped down low and into the Edmonton zone, it's an icing. LA wanted to change players, but they can't. They got to wait like the rest of us do. Got 4 games tomorrow. I haven't mentioned it that much tonight. We have a 4-game quadruple header on the channel. We are streaming every single game all day long tomorrow. So be sure to tune into that. Face-off one here now by the Oilers. They hold it now in the corner in the Kings' end. Still battling here now down low. Puck tries to slide free. It's picked up then by LA. Trevor Moore backhands it into the zone. Now down low. Behind the net is Wallman. Wallman through neutral zone. Nugent Hopkins dumps that one down low as well. Kempe sends it behind the net then to Doughty. Drew Doughty. Up for Fiala. Pass through then into the zone for Byfield. It's stolen back then by McDavid and cleared. Or sorry, it's still in the zone. 2.5 minutes left here in the third period. Puck into the Kings end. Oilers got control. They shoot it. Saved by Kemper on a Bush bomb. All right. 2.5 minutes left. This is I don't know. Oilers got to get into their own end so they can pull Kemper. Or Kings got to get into the... Kings have to get into the Oilers' end. 2:35 here left in the third period. Face-off. Won by Edmonton. A shot! And a glove save by Kemper. He'll play it out. Kempe now behind the net. Sends it up. Kopitar drops it back for Kempe. Oilers will move it the other way. Kemper will go to the net. Or go to the bench, not to the net. Down low, Nurse. Handling the puck. It's thrown up to the point. Doughty. Over to Fiala. Fiala moves it down the right side. Throws it around behind the Kopitar. Kopitar to Doughty. To Kopitar. Down low. Back to Kopitar to Doughty. A shot. Save in front. Rebound. And Pickard makes the cover. Less than 2 minutes to go. LA's goalie's pulled. Edmonton, in a must-win scenario, having a 5-4 lead here late in the third period. Is this going to be enough? Kings are going to pressure hard here. Empty net here for LA. Less than 2 minutes to go. Will we see overtime for the first time in one of these Watch With Nordic streams? We've done bonus coverage and OT coverage in the middle of other games, but we haven't actually seen an overtime game in one of these streams. So I'm waiting for that time. I know it's coming, and I'm very scared it's going to be a 5 overtime game. Kempe, down the right side, holds the puck up at the point. Doughty, down low to Kopitar. Up to the point, Doughty. Back then for Kopitar, hit by the Oilers. They'll move it the other way. It's McDavid, and he'll tuck it into the empty net. Connor McDavid tucks that one in. It's 6-4. And the Oilers are up by 2 and will more likely than not cut this series in half. A 100 seconds here remaining in this one. Connor McDavid with the empty net goal. His first goal of this series here. Or sorry, this game, not this. I think he has a goal this series. But what a feed up to Hyman in front to tuck that one in. And Jim Hiller costed his team game 3. And the Oilers, in a must-win game, will cut the series in half. They needed this desperately. Here comes LA into the zone. It's cleared down the other way. That's McDavid's second goal of the series. Cleared all the way down the other way. It's held then by LaFerriere. Denault with it here now. Looks for options. Back then for Moore, who's knocked down, and they wanted a penalty. They won't get one, that being the Kings. Puck goes into Kemper's glove, and he'll cover. Thank you all for tuning in. I really do appreciate it throughout this stream. If you are new, please do hit that subscribe button or consider subscribing. I would appreciate that. But if not, just enjoy the broadcast for the rest of these last 67 seconds. We'll be back tomorrow for games 4. Or we'll be back tomorrow for game 3 of Panthers versus Lightning. Game 4 of Knights versus Wild. Game 4 of Maple Leafs versus Senators. That series can end tomorrow. And then game 4 of Stars versus Avalanche as well. So I appreciate everybody who's tuned in tonight. We'll be back tomorrow for 4 more. But first off, let's see if a miracle can happen here. I highly doubt it, but anything's possible, I guess. Face-off coming here now in the Kings zone. They'll have to break it out and get it down the other way. Shots are 36-26 in favor of the Oilers. Well, it wasn't pretty and it certainly wasn't easy, but the Oilers, barring any miracle here, will come back in this game, overcoming a few deficits, including one of their own. Kopitar to Kempe at the point. Shoots it just wide down low. Puck in front. Back then for Kopitar. To Doughty. To Kopitar. Moves in. Shoots it. And blocked in front. 40 seconds left. Fiala down low. Kopitar holds it in front. Intercepted. Oilers get it now the other way. It's Arvidsson. And he gets knocked down there and played down the other way for the Kings. Byfield into the zone. Drops it back. Fiala to Kempe. Shoots it off of Pickard and into the corner. 20 seconds left to hold it against the boards. Here on the right side in front. What a save by Pickard there. It's shot down the other way, just wide of the empty net. And the Oilers will get to it first and tuck another one in. Connor Brown with yet again another empty net goal with 7 seconds left. It's 7-4. Just an insurance marker. And it appears off of a unfortunate game-tying goal by the LA Kings, or from the LA Kings. And there will be a Game 5 in this series. There will be a Game 5. The Oilers cut the lead in half. They have Game 4 on Sunday. We'll see if they're able to tie it. I don't know. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good for him. Game 5 will be on Tuesday. It'll be in Los Angeles. It's very possible we see it. That'll be a series-deciding game. We will likely be live for it as well. Possibly, if it is. We'll have to see, but a costly challenge by Jim Hiller. and a performance by Calvin Pickard that wasn't easy, but it was good enough. Final score 7-4 in favor of the Oilers, and they cut this series in half, 2-1. Connor McDavid with a 2-point night and a goal and an assist. A brutal ending there for the Kings. They were the better team for points in this game, but the Oilers were the better team in the first and the third. And as a result, they get it done here tonight, and they cut this series in half. That being said, that'll do it for this Watch with Nordic live commentary. I guess we'll see if there will be an overtime game tomorrow. This is our, 10th stream of the playoff? Let me count that, by the way, first. We got to do the playoff board as well, so stick around for that real quick. We'll be done here in about 5 minutes. This is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was our 10th stream of the playoffs tonight, and still no overtime in those games. That being said, it's time for the playoff board. Okay, so there were 3 games that went down today, and let's just go through all of them here. First and foremost, let's start off with, what was the other game that went down? Oh, Capitals and Canadiens. Let's start off there, shall we? So, Canadiens get a huge win. This was a huge win, and we knew they were going to get a win in the Bell Center tonight. That we knew they were going to get a win in this series at the very least, and they do so. So that series is cut in half. There will be a Game 5. I imagine I'll be streaming it at some point. Again, it's kind of hard for me to kind of stream all the series. I've streamed this series twice, this series once, this series once, this series once, this series once, this series twice, this series once. I guess this series twice. So it's kind of hard for me to do it, but I'll see, I guess. Devils versus Canes. I was a little bit worried, but the Devils survive a late comeback from Carolina. They get to win a double overtime. Simone Nemec with the game winner. It's now 2-1 in that series. Honestly, anything can happen at that point, to be honest. And the Oilers tonight, off of a controversial no goal call, goal challenge, whatever you want to call it, off of Jim Hiller. Nope, just fell off my leg. The Oilers will now cut the series in half. It's 2-1. And again, I think that, if he didn't even challenge that, this might be like a overtime game right now, so I'm kind of thankful for that. I want an overtime game, but I don't want it to be a late night overtime game. I can't handle that. It's almost 1 a.m. here. All right, well, that being said, these are the playoff series after Friday. Tomorrow will be a very pivotal day. Let's preview tomorrow here real quick. You have Panthers and Bolts Game 3. This is a must-win for Tampa Bay. They have to win tomorrow. It's almost no exception. They went down 3-0 last year. It's like nearly impossible for you to come back down 3-0. They got to win tomorrow. Vegas and Minnesota. Vegas should win tomorrow. But if Minnesota takes a 3-0 lead or 3-1 lead, I don't know. I really don't know. Toronto versus Ottawa tomorrow as well. That'll be our third game of the night. That can end tomorrow. And that is just kind of wild to think that series is 3-0 Maple Leafs right now. And we could see a sweep from Toronto tomorrow. So I'll be following that very closely. And then Dallas, Colorado, Game 4. I would think Colorado should win. They kind of need to. If Dallas gets another win, they're up 3-1, and I think it's wraps. Like, honestly, to be honest, like, I think for the Stars, if they can win Game 4, there's a decent chance, a decent shot that they're going to have Miro Heiskanen for Game 5. I'm not saying that is a real possibility, but that's just kind of based off of me. But from what I'm hearing, I do think that there's a real chance of that possibly happening. So those are your playoff series as of right now. Let me know any thoughts you guys have on them. We'll have to see what unravels tomorrow. But I am very intrigued and very excited for tomorrow. Hoping to have some great streams, meet some new people, get some new subscribers, and all that good stuff. With that being said, final score. I said at the beginning of this broadcast that the Oilers needed to win. And it wasn't easy. I certainly didn't think they were going to do it at one point, but they got it done. Final score 7-4 in favor of Edmonton. Game 4 of this series is Sunday night. I probably will not be streaming that one, although I would love to. I think that's an MVP recording day. Maybe if I can get done quick enough, I'll do a stream, but I doubt it. Overall, though, a good game by Edmonton. I thought they played well for most of it. I definitely think there could have been plays where they played better, but I'm not too angry about it. So we'll have to see there first what comes next of that. But regardless, that'll do it for me tonight. I'm going to bed. I got a long day tomorrow ahead of me. We got 4 streams, so be sure, even if it's not either of these two teams, so maybe I don't expect you guys to be here, but just pop in and say hi. Say hello. I'll be live all day. I'm looking forward to seeing some of you, so just pop in and say hi. That's all I ask. But yeah, that's it for me. I'm going to stop rambling now. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Please subscribe down below if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next stream.